There's a problem in the Pokemon world, and it deals with the starter Pokemon. From the very first generation all the way to the ninth, the well-established formula for starting your very own Pokemon journey involves meeting the region's professor in an often remote lab to receive one of three traditional starter types: grass, fire, or water. However, this practice brings about an inherent challenge, especially if you're a youngster living in, say, Vermilion City. How on earth are you supposed to travel all the way to Pallet Town to get your very first Pokemon? And that got me thinking, why don't we fix that? How, you might ask? Well, let's establish multiple Pokemon Labs throughout the region, granting new trainers the opportunity to start their adventure closer to home and offering them a broader array of choices. What's more, we propose introducing a new trio of synergistic starter Pokemon for each of these labs. Today, we'll be focusing on reshaping the Kanto region by introducing a network of Pokemon Labs, all run by the esteemed Professor Oak and his dedicated team. These labs aim to facilitate the distribution of starter Pokemon and Pokedexes to aid the Professor's extensive Pokemon research project. In addition to the original lab in Pallet Town, we envision creating 4 more facilities across the region. We'll delve into the reasoning behind their locations, discuss the unique set of starter Pokemon available at these labs, and provide further details to flesh out this novel concept. So without further ado, let's begin our journey in the beating heart of Kanto region itself, Saffron City, and explore its newly established Pokemon Lab. Saffron City, a bustling metropolis in the heart of Kanto, is an ideal location for one of the new Pokemon Labs situated at the crossroads of Celadon, Vermilion, and Cerulean City. It is highly accessible, barring the occasional thirsty guard, and as the 10th most populous city in the entire Pokemon world, it's already home to noteworthy facilities like 2 gyms, the magnet train station that connects to Johto, and the highly esteemed Silph. So introducing a Pokemon Lab to this dynamic urban environment seems fitting. Upon entering this new lab, aspiring trainers are met with a unique trio of starter Pokemon: the Psychic Abra for studious types, the physically inclined Machop for the more athletic trainers, and the sturdy Geodude for trainers who appreciate a grounded approach to Pokemon training. Now, you might have already noticed an unusual aspect of this trio. Yes, Psychic is effective against fighting, fighting beats Rock, but Rock isn't effective against Psychic. And this was a deliberate decision, with a couple of interesting factors behind it. Firstly, these Pokemon participate in a unique evolution phenomenon that requires trading for their final evolution. This introduces an unusual twist, considering that most trainers develop a bond with their starters and would hesitate to train them. Secondly, while Geodude may not have a type advantage against Abra, its robust attack stat can exploit Abra's notably weak defenses. Trainers starting their journey at the Saffron City Pokemon Lab are not just setting out on their own adventure, but also contributing to Professor Oak's expansive research on Pokemon evolution within the Kanto region. It's a captivating blend of personal journey and broader scientific pursuit. But what do you think? Now let's navigate southward to the port city of Vermilion, nestled near the sea as a crucial docking point for ships such as the renowned SS Anne. This city not only connects Kanto with Johto via the sea, but also boasts an invigorating atmosphere perfect for an additional Pokemon Lab. Upon entering this Pokemon Lab, aspiring trainers are introduced to a rather intuitive set of starter Pokemon: the electrifying Voltorb for the more spontaneous trainers, the fluid Goldeen for those with a more adaptable strategy, and the unassuming Diglett for trainers who prefer a more reserved approach. The synergy between these starters is perhaps more traditional, but just in case you missed it, we have a trio representing the electric, water, and ground types. This not only ensures that each of the starters has a type advantage over the other, but also all 3 Pokemon belong to a 2-stage evolution line and have similar base stat totals upon reaching their final forms. Starting their journeys here, trainers are urged to embrace the spirit of exploration that resonates within the region's diverse landscapes. The choice of a starter might even guide the path they take. Trainers who opt for a Voltorb might be inclined to venture east, while those who choose Goldeen could feel drawn towards the northern waters of Cerulean. And trainers beginning with a Diglett might feel prepared enough to take on the challenge of the Vermilion's own electric-type gym. But what do you think? Do you like the idea of your chosen starter influencing your journey's direction? Now let's continue our journey to Fuchsia City, the bustling home of the Safari Zone. With its connection to the rest of Kanto via the cycling road, this city presents a fantastic location for yet another Pokémon Lab. As new trainers step into this uniquely positioned lab, they find themselves amidst a vibrant array of options. Here they can choose from the Poison-type Venonat, the Grass-type Paris, or the Ground-type Sandshrew as their starter Pokémon. Each of these Pokémon is an excellent starter choice for those beginning their journey in or around Fuchsia City. Additionally, trainers are granted the unique opportunity to explore the neighboring Safari Zone. This results in the potential for highly diverse and distinctive teams right from the start of their journey. Furthermore, these starter types align perfectly in terms of type advantage and share similar base stat totals, creating a well-balanced trio of options. But what do you think of the Fuchsia City Lab? Does the close proximity to the Safari Zone and the selection of the unique starter Pokemon seem appealing? Now let's move on to our final destination, which is a unique Pokemon Lab in the region and happens to be my personal favorite, the Pewter City Pokemon Lab. This city often serves as the first stop for many gym challengers, and its prominent gym makes it a great location for a new approach to the starter Pokemon distribution. When trainers step foot into this Pokemon Lab, they're met with a very unique trio of starter Pokemon that actually depends on the version of the game. Yup, that's right, we're going a bit meta here. So if you're a trainer playing Fire Red, you can choose between the Bug-type Weedle, the Grass-type Oddish, or the Ancient Rock-type Kabuto. However, if you're adventuring with the Leaf Green cartridge, then your starter choices would be the Bug-type Caterpie, the Grass-type Bellsprout, or the Prehistoric Rock-type Ammonite. You see, this lab's location near the Viridian Forest and the connecting routes provides a perfect rationale for the Bug and Grass-type starters. Simultaneously, the city's status as the home of the Pokemon Fossil Restoration Center justifies the inclusion of fossil Pokemon as potential starters. Trainers opting for a resurrected Pokemon as their starter are also encouraged to aid Professor Oak's research by nurturing these ancient creatures in the modern world. Altogether, the Pewter City Lab provides a fantastic selection of starter Pokemon, enhanced by an exclusive gimmick, thus elevating the initial Pokemon selection process for trainers. But what are your thoughts on this final lab? Do you think this concept would deepen the immersion and authenticity of the Pokemon world? Or do you believe we should continue expecting young trainers to embark on a 50-mile hike to the sole Pokemon Lab of the region? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Please share your opinions and any other ideas you might have in the comment section down below. Thank you for joining me on this imaginative journey through a reimagined Kanto region. As we continue exploring the world of Pokemon here on the channel, remember that every new concept or idea only adds to the excitement and the sense of adventure that these games bring us. So try not to bash each other's ideas and have fun with it. Until next time, trainers, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep having fun.